Hi guys, welcome to the video. It's a bit of a different start for us today because I thought in this video we'd go right to the very beginning and look at how ideas come to full fruition in a photo shoot. So we recently did a photo shoot called The Rise of the Phoenix, and the inspiration came from a past photo shoot that we did called The Black Raven. And during this shoot, we were using a lot of gels, smoke. Hannah was doing these amazing expressions. And because of my own situations going on at the time, there was the word Phoenix, restarting my photography career, coming back coming out of the ashes and restarting everything like that. And this word Phoenix just kept coming about, just kept being mentioned. And suddenly we thought, right, why don't we do the rise of the Phoenix as our next theme? So we looked at those Raven images. We loved the red orange gel smoke effects that it looked like flames. And what I also did is I've started using AI to also help explore ideas. So I put one of those Raven images through Chat GPT and just put adjust image to look more like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And it came out with this stunning illustration. Went, right, that's our mood, that's our reference to it. And of course, we looked at other images. Jade, who's our amazing makeup artist, also looked at her own ideas too. And together, we took in parts of the Raven, parts of the AI image, and then parts of what we also wanted to explore further, and brought it all into one shoot. Now, it can be sometimes difficult to think of ideas, so it is sometimes worth looking at past work and kind of going, right, what can we do from there? And this is where this photo shoot has been inspired from. Is a past photo shoot, my own home or life experiences. People keep mentioning words like the phoenix, rising from the ashes, starting again, and we kind of thought, wow, this is our theme for this shoot. And then looking at ideas using AI, which I know a lot of people are a little bit deterred by actually using, but you don't have to use AI for the whole process. You can still inject your own ideas in, but it's a great tool just to get ideas. Even we use it for like titles, just to kind of spark ideas and things like that. And of course, we had this amazing image from there. So that's how this idea came about, was taking images of the Raven, the word Phoenix, rising from the ashes, and we've managed to take that idea further. So what I'm going to do now is show you the photo shoot. Now, we've also filmed it a little bit differently too, because I wanted you to see a little bit more of the behind the scenes, trying to get it right. You guys have also mentioned in comments about you like seeing sometimes the problems that occur or the changes that need to happen. And we kind of wanted to add that into this video. So you are going to see the whole process from start to finish of how we created these Phoenix images. From our concept, now that we have our idea together, we got Hannah back with us. We've also had JDC Creations back doing the makeup, and we all looked at those ideas and then come up with this amazing creation here. So we're going to start with a 3-light setup because you kind of want to go off that reference image we created. So we're going to have a 3-light setup first, but as always, I'm going to explain each light at a time. So our main light is going to be a little bit different to normal. We're going to have a smaller octobox. This is a 70cm octobox, and this is just going to be illuminating the front of Hannah. And what we're looking with this light is that we just want it to lift off Hannah's makeup, as we see here. And you should see this gold leaf makeup, all the feathers now popping off. We've gone with black just to also go with that reference image, but as you can also see behind me, we've also got another scene set up where we are going to have the phoenix rising from the ashes too, and I'm going to go a little bit more in depth about that later. So I'm really pleased with this first light. And as always, I'm always shooting at 200th of a second, f8 100. So I've got Z6 II. Nikon, and I've got a 24 to 200mm lens. I am also shooting on a Voto as well, tethered, because they're also kindly sponsoring our channel. I'm just going to grab a couple of shots here. So this is a bit of a low-key look as we are now. I'm just really liking where that light is going. And what we're going to be doing, because we want those oranges and that fire effect, we're going to start adding gels in and some smoke machines to give this fire effect. So first of all, I'm going to do it without the smoke. So we've got two lights on either side pointing down at Hannah, and this is just going to be our rim light, and we've got two orange gels to represent fire. I'll put some examples up as well using red and yellow, and we didn't quite get the effect we actually wanted, so two orange gels worked better. So I'm just going to turn them on, and I'm going to show you these one light at a time. So guys, just to actually show you very, very quickly, these are the different tones of the oranges. So as you can see, one is slightly darker than the other. So one will come out a little bit more prominent than the other, because we want a bit of a graduated orange. So that's why we've got two on either side. So our first kick light, we've got a much darker toned orange, and this is just going to lift off Hannah on her right hand side. And this is also just going to start adding in that fire, warm glow effect to our images here. And as you can see, it wraps around really nicely around Hannah's face. What I may just do is just get Hannah to do a step forward. I just realised that it was just going slightly past there. Just grab a couple more. And we're going to go with a lot of fiery colours today, because we are trying to get that flame, burning ashes effect. So all these colours are going to be complementing each other. But as we got this one now set up perfectly, I'm just going to put the lighter orange on. As the two gels are slightly different colours or tones of orange, this one is going to be half a stop brighter than the other two, compensate for the darker tone. So we've got now our other light on. As you can see, it's just illuminating Hannah down this left hand side now. So what you will see when you look at these is you're going to get a black backdrop, but with two different tones of orange, and it's really, really lifting off those feathers, giving us that warm look we are after with this set. And of course, as always, if you're doing a complicated or a theme shoot like this, you want to set up one light at a time, so you can definitely see what each light is doing. We are shooting 3/4 length as well, but just looking at those, that is perfectly how we want it. But we want the fire, we want the flames, kind of a bit like hell, but we just want to be looking like the phoenix is rising from the flames or the ashes. So what we're going to do, which you may have seen in a separate video when we did a review of a smoke machine, we're going to get Dave to put smoke all around Hannah, and what will happen is those gels are going to come through the smoke and act like flames for us. So Dave, you wouldn't mind popping in. Could I get a circular motion around Hannah like this? Okay, so the reason I like doing the circular motion is because then I get an even spread of smoke. So we are using Smoke Ninja. If I could get it a little bit lower, Dave, that'd be amazing. If you are using a smoke machine, make sure you're in a very, very well ventilated area. Last thing you need is a fire alarm going off like we did and causing. Yes, we've got some really, really nice effects there. But Dave, I think we need to go a little bit lower if that's okay. So probably from the knee upwards, doing that. It is easier having someone also helping you do one of these shoots. And we just got to be a little bit quick because the smoke likes to rise. We're getting some really wonderful effects there, and getting some really great movement from Hannah too. And we get this amazing makeup from Jay too, and we just want all this to just give this warm, fiery look. So Hannah, so just now that we've got that set up, could I get you like proper, I don't know, like with the Raven one, where you just kind of squealing at us? That'd be amazing. So Dave, you wouldn't mind popping some more in? And it's also a bit weird whilst Dave's doing that, having this other set because there are now things in the way, but we're just going to grab a couple of those. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely loving these. Lots of emotion there. That is what we're after. Now, we have noticed, because we've got a few windows open, this smoke is disintegrating quite quickly. So, Dave, if we could do that again, that'd be amazing. And those were brilliant, Hannah, as well. We're just going to grab a couple more before we move on. There we go. Wicked. So it is rising rather quickly. So if you do have a Smoke Ninja, sorry, Dave, if I could just borrow that a second, make sure you've got it on fog mode, just for this lighting setup. We will be using different settings as well with this other scene, but the fog mode gives us the better effect. So just very, very quickly, looking at those examples, some of that orange is not coming through. So if you ever get that, only just actually noticed it. We've just done a few takes. Don't be afraid to actually turn lights up if you're not getting the effect you want. So I'm just going to turn this light up. So just very, very quickly, we want to try and get a lot more smoke. So we've actually got 2 smoke ninjas for this. So we've got Chris and Dave who's just going to do it either side, up and down. Pretend we're doing full length guys as well. And we're just going to grab a bit more. It seems to be wafting over to Dave's side. So hopefully, I'm just going to, okay, perfect. There we go. Perfect, guys. So yeah, we've just managed to get that perfectly there. Just getting some really nice colours popping through. And there we go. We're really loving those effects. We're going to do a couple more just to actually see, and we'll show you the final results. So we just thought we'd very quickly do some without the feathers on, because Jay did an amazing effect with the shoulder. So we just got some white smoke. We just turned down the kick lights just so we can get the looking like the smoke's coming off the top of Hannah. So she's just come out of the ashes into the smoke. And we're just going to grab just a few more shots. I've just kept them as bare bulbs because I wanted that really hard lighting look. So Dave, if I could just grab some more. I'm just going to shoot from literally the waist upwards, but that'd be amazing starting lower. Just so you can see the smoke now rising up. And we're just going to grab a few. Okay, Dave, that's perfect. Perfect there. And I will get the hands in a few, but I'm going to get a few close-ups now. There we go. So don't be afraid to just try different looks as well whilst you're doing your shots. I'm just going to just do literally the shoulders upwards now. There we go. So we've got some fantastic images there. And we just changed the lighting just a little bit there. But what we're going to do, we're going to add some wings in now. I'm going to just show you some just shots with the Hannah flapping wings like as if the phoenix is flying away. So we just got Hannah with these amazing wings that Jade has made for us. So we're just going to keep those lights off. We're just going to be here shooting waist outwards so Hannah can spread her wings, put them at different angles for us. Just going to do a little test shot with Dave in, but you can see we're getting some great effects there. May need Dave to just put some more this side if that's okay. And then Dave, you could jump out the way this way, that'd be amazing as well. So what we can do, we will Photoshop those straps out when we pick our final images too, which I'll also show you towards the end. So yeah, we've got some amazing looks there. So as if Hannah's just, or the phoenix, sorry, it's just flown away. Some really lovely shots there. So as it's really quite wide, these wings, I'm just going to reposition Hannah very quickly, just so then I can get these wings more spread out because we're slightly off to one side. We just had to move over about a foot or two, and then Hannah's going to put her wings at a slight angle so we can fit it in this black backdrop as well. I'm going to take a little bit of a step back as well, and we're just going to get Dave to put some more smoke in very quickly too. He's doing a brilliant job there, and I'll tell Dave when I'm ready. So the problem we may have with this is as soon as Hannah flaps the wings, the smoke's going to disintegrate a little bit. Right, should we give it a go? 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we get some really wonderful effects there. Perfect. Look at those wings getting some really wonderful effects. So just doing that first look, we need a lot more horse smoke. So I'm going to have Chris and Dave both, and they're both going to be doing front and back just to get as much smoke. As soon as Hannah wafts those wings, it disintegrates very quickly. So right then, team, let's do it. And then they're going to jump out the way, and then I'm going to get these shots. It might be quite good. Yeah, put it under the wings. God, we didn't even think of that, to put it under the wings there. And we're just going to grab a couple of shots. 1, 2, 3. I think Hannah may have got a little bit. Actually, Hannah, can I get you doing a step that way? Just a tiny step. Yeah, perfect. Right, now we're more in the middle there. Perfect. That looks brilliant. Wow. So, yeah, so we're getting some amazing effects there. I think we may just try just a few very quickly with the gels back on. Yeah. So I put those orange gels back on. We're just going to put the smoke back in. The only thing going under the wings is we were just getting a little bit covering to Hannah, but we're just going to try a few now, if that's all right. That looks really good. Yeah. Wow, look at that. You're just getting that wonderful fire effect. I don't know if we could get some of you sort of doing that scream look again. That was amazing. Cool. So just to finish off, we showed you this set earlier, and what we basically did was we put loads of our fabrics around that we use for curtains. We've got some wood chippings, got some compost and some flour. And we managed to make some ashes as if the phoenix has just been born, so the rise of the phoenix coming out. Managed to get a canvas backdrop of flames coming off of Amazon too. Actually, this whole outfit is also from Amazon too, so I'll put links in the description below for you. We have changed our lights around. We kept the two kick lights as they are, but they're going to be hitting the floor a little bit more now. Just then it looks like the ashes are burning. We've also got our bowler reflector lighter on to also hit Hannah. It's also going to illuminate this patch here. Now I'm going to be shooting quite low for these as well. I'm still at the same settings. I'm just going to be shooting very, very low because I want to get as many of these ashes in shot as possible. I'm just going to show you just a couple of shots very quickly here. And I haven't changed any of the camera settings. These fabrics are slightly in front, out of focus, just so then I can kind of get that flame effect on the floor as well. We get some really great images there. Just being careful that I don't clip the top of the backdrop as well, because it is quite low. But what I think really needs to happen is a lot more smoke. So I'm going to get my team back in. We have changed the Smoke Ninjas to the dry ice effect because we want to get loads of smoke on the wood chippings to look like a burning sensation to match the ashes on it. So I'm going to get the team in, and they're just going to put some along the floor there. And if one of you doesn't mind doing some on Hannah too as well, that looks brilliant. Just there, that's actually enough there. I'm just going to get Hannah coming through the ashes. As if she's just been born. Grabbing some shots there. Cool. So the smoke has also disintegrated quite quickly again. So I'm just going to get the team in. But those are looking really good right now. Okay. And then if Hannah's ready, 1, 2, 3, there we go. So it's just rising from the ashes, amazing smoke effect. So the reason we swapped over from the softbox to the bowler reflector is to narrow that beam of light, so it just gets Hannah illuminating, and everything else is dark, to really emphasize the smoke and the flame. So shall we do it again? As well. So what we may also start shooting through some of this as well, just to kind of get some other effects. See what else we can get. Just going to try and get it in front of me a little bit, and then if we could get some shots now. Oh, there we go, perfect. Get some really nice effects there. Got some wonderful looks there as well. Shall we try that one last time? And if I could get some more kind of screech looking ones, that'd be amazing. And I'm just going to kneel up a little bit as well. So even the garden chippings, the compost, the flour, you can get from any garden centre, home store as well. And the smoke ninjas, you can use any smoke machines, but as we had these in the studio, there are recommended smoke machines. You're getting some wonderful effects there. Really wonderful effects. There we go. Perfect. So what we're going to do with the dry ice now, we're just going to try and put some smoke in to Hannah's hands as well. So if one of you does the hands, one of you does the ashes, that'd be amazing. Just to then give that just born effect. That looks amazing. Perfect. Okay, could we try that again? Should we do just the hands? So if each one of you's got a hand, that'd be amazing. Just trying a few different looks there. Yeah, wicked. And then we just got the ashes there. And what's really great doing these YouTube videos now is I'm showing you the photo shoot as it's actually happening. So we may always do test shots, but on the actually it can always look a little bit different every time. That is brilliant. Go in like that. But I think now we need to try again doing both. So Chris, if you want to do the hands, Dave, you do the floor, just sort of finish it. And if you want to have your arms like that.
Can you bring your hands a bit close together?
Yeah.
As soon as I move my hands.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't come with me.
Okay. That'll do. Perfect. Wow, amazing effects there. There we go. And I'm also on my knees too, so I'm the same level as Hannah, but that looks really good there. So I'm really pleased with those images. I hope this video from going from concept to to the final image has been an interest to you. Thank you, Hannah, so much. Thank you, Jade, for doing the makeup. Chris, Dave, thank you for also helping bring this idea to life. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps us massively with the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.